Hey guys, it's Bella and welcome back to Researcher Stripped. Today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is the first time at a strip club. Not just for myself, but for you new dancers and maybe some new clients that are listening. So listen up. Here we go. Let's get started. I'm going to start off by describing my first time ever at a strip club. I was in West Virginia. I was really needing money. I was in a bad place. I was actually homeless. I was going through so much and I needed quick money, which I'm sure if you're a dancer, you can relate. You probably need quick money too. But for myself, I'd never done anything like this. I never had been the type of person that even felt comfortable wearing revealing clothing, body dysmorphia, blah, blah, blah. So I decided to go to a full nude club for the first time as far as exposing myself goes. And it was interesting to say the least. I was terrified. I could not walk in my shoes. I looked like Bambi, like just fell out of the womb. I was terrified. I hated my body and I had no idea what to expect. Fortunately, ladies at the strip club are really sweet. They're really nice. They kind of help you get into the swing of things. And for myself, I had two women in particular that showed me the ropes and showed me around the club and befriended me. And there's always this one or two women that introduce you to the club and they are the good girls. Gotta love them and listen to them. But don't get too close to anybody at the club because you're there for one reason and one reason only. Cha-ching. Okay. Anywho, so I'm there. I'm watching all the dancers go on stage. I see that there's 3 songs per person. You know, take off your top on the second song, take off your bottom on the last song, and then the first song you dance completely clothed. So I was like, okay, I can do that. That doesn't seem too bad. And I started on a Sunday because I wanted to go on a day that wasn't busy. So if you're looking to kind of introduce yourself to this in a very subtle or easier way, try going on a Sunday or a Monday when it's not very busy, either for a day shift or an evening shift. But when you're first auditioning for a club, you should call ahead because they do have certain days in which they want to meet you. They want you to audition. They want you to put on a pre-show, bring your outfits, X, Y, and Z. But we're going to do another video about how to audition for a club in our upcoming sessions and weeks. So after I got approved at the club, I came in on the Sunday and there was no one there, which made me feel great. So I started practicing just getting naked on stage and it felt fine actually. And then my first client came in and I completely dissociated my way through it. I was embarrassed. I danced horribly. It was embarrassing. He gave me pity money, which you gotta love. New girl money is definitely a thing where men feel bad for you and they're like, oh, this poor sweet angel, let me show her just love and affection. Love and affection. And it's great, so take advantage of that. Being the new girl is one of the best parts of your dancer career at every new club. That's why a lot of girls go club to club to club, because new girl money. And Dexter and I can do a video on that as well, talking about the research behind how much one makes when they first start versus their, growing accustomed in the middle of their career and then at the end, to show a nice little fluctuation on how the money is typically made. But for myself, I was really lucky. The first person that ever saw me naked and do this was really supportive. He was really sweet. He was like, it's okay, honey. Like, don't be embarrassed. Just do your thing. I'm gonna give you money anyway. But it's not always that easy. And sometimes people can be really derogatory, make you very uncomfortable. Like, very uncomfortable. So you just have to grow acclimated to the idea before you even go on stage that people may say or do some things that are very uncomfortable. But to make your transition easy from normal class worker to dancer stripper, I'm going to give you a couple of tips as to what you need to bring for your first day and how to behave your first day. The first thing you want to bring is a matching set of bra and panties. I honestly bring about 2 or 3 outfits because If you're anything like me, you're going to be working long shifts at the club, anywhere between 8 and 12 hours. And I'm sorry, wearing the same outfit, dancing and sweating in that same tight lingerie becomes sweaty, it becomes disgusting. You start to feel gross, you smell bad. Plus, people get bored looking at the same thing for hours on end. So if you bring 2 or 3 outfits with you, you're guaranteed to not be boring, and you're guaranteed to provide a different form of entertainment and appearance every few hours. Secondly, I recommend bringing some body wipes, little vagina wipes, anything along those lines, because you are going to sweat and you are going to need some sort of reapplicable perfume and deodorant in order to keep your sexual attraction up. After you've done that, I recommend bringing a very small carry-on bag that you can bring your makeup, your dancer outfits, and your shoes in. I do not recommend bringing anything that is expensive, anything that you don't want to go missing or lose or just have damaged. Not saying that that is an absolute guarantee, but you don't know where you're working, you don't know the people you're working with, and it's just not good to bring things like that to your job anyway. The one thing that is absolutely essential that you won't probably be able to buy for yourself until you're at the club are garters. If you don't know what garters are, they are an elastic band that goes around your leg or your arms, your shoes, and that's what you keep your money in. That's what you accept your money in when you're on stage or as a tip or sitting with someone. It is illegal for you to not have a garter. So let me repeat that. It is illegal for you to not wear a garter when you are providing a sexually oriented business form of attraction or entertainment. Again, that is not something you will be able to just purchase at a store. Although you could buy headbands, like scrunchy tight headbands, and use that. They work the exact same. As long as you have something to wrap around your leg, that's important. But probably 9 times out of 10, every club sells them to women because they lose them, they get dirty, they get stolen, or girls just don't have them and need them to be replaced. So talk to your manager when you get there. Let them know that you do not have a garter, but that you need one. Lastly, this is the most important aspect of starting at the club. Your bodies are going to hurt. They are going to bruise. Being a dancer looks fun and elegant and beautiful, but it takes such a taxing toll on your knees, on your arms, on your legs. When I first started, I had clear legs. Nice baby legs. Boom. When I was about 2 weeks into dancing, I was getting asked by everyone, is your boyfriend beating you? Did you get into a car accident? Did you fall? What's going on? Because from the top of my foot to right above my kneecap was completely black, brown, purple bruised, just horrendously bruised. So I recommend that before you start dancing, get some Epsom salt because you're going to want to bathe. You're going to want to cater to your body. And in order to prevent your body from hurting worse, make sure you buy adequate shoes. First of all, when you're a dancer, there are certain expectations. I know that 3 out of the 5 clubs I have danced at have not allowed anyone to wear anything below 4-inch pumps. Again, that's not always necessarily true. Some clubs don't mind what kind of heels you wear, but sometimes the expectation is 4 inches or above. I don't recommend wearing those. The smaller the heel, the more painful. I know that doesn't make sense, but as someone who's been dancing off and on for about 5 or 6 years now, I have found that the least painful type of shoe you can get, you will want to purchase from Pleasers or Hustlers. They're local, they're everywhere. You can get them online, and if you order them online, they are significantly cheaper. But by the end of my dance career, I was wearing 9-inch heels. Yeah, 9 inches. I was legitimately 6'4", and it was very intimidating to a lot of men, but it also attracted a lot of men to me. But the reason I wore them so large wasn't because of looks or appearances, it was comfort. I was able to walk easier. I was able to dance easier. I wasn't getting chronic pain in my feet and back. So it's my recommendation, don't go below 6-inch pumps. Always wear 6 inches or higher. They will help your back, they will help your knees, they will support you better. And the platforms themselves at the bottom of the shoe are just a lot more stable. So now that you have your shoes, you've got your body wipes, you've got your body spray, you've got your cute lingerie outfits, let's focus on the mental preparation. The most important mental aspect of becoming a dancer, in my opinion, is creating an alternative personality or a new persona. For myself, I went by the name Opal, and Opal resonated really well with me. It has a very strong spiritual meaning to me. So I recommend picking a name that you resonate well with, that you connect well with, that you love, that you don't mind being called, because that is your new name. When you step into that club, you leave behind the real you and you become your alternative personality. This is to save you a lot of mental excruciating pain. I would slack after a few months and allow my personality to become more like my own, which meant that I wasn't keeping my work and personal life separate. I was combining them. And then I became severely, severely depressed because I couldn't take a break from working. And it's a very taxing job. So make sure you have your new name, your new personality, your new character that you are providing a show about. Once you have this character, it's easier to work with your real personality to create an even stronger fantasy. So for example, I'm a very sweet person. I'm empathic. I love to nurture people. I like to attend to people's needs. So the role that I play is a very submissive woman. Men love that. But if you're a very confrontational, you don't give a fuck about anyone, be a dominatrix. If you're not too sure, think about what kind of energy and what kind of person you want to attract to yourself, because that will speak volumes and your name speaks volumes. A lot of the time, I attract older gentlemen, anywhere over the age of 40, and the name Opal resonates really well with them because that's a classier, older vintage name. So if you're more of the type of woman that doesn't really like to deal with older clientele, you like the dope boys or the young guys, the construction workers, you can go by something a little bit more modern. But make sure you have an alternative personality, a new ego, a new identity, because if you do not, you will get lost. I don't want that for you. I really hope above all else this information is important, that it's useful, that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please email me. I would be more than happy to attend to anyone's questions or needs, concerns. It's a really scary business, especially on your first day, so don't be hard on yourself. Understand that you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to look like those girls that have been doing this for a few years. Just watch, learn, respect yourself, and become the woman that you've always fantasized about becoming, and you will attract the ideal man. This is Bella signing off with Researcher Stripped. Have an amazing day.